It's always nice to be in a final. We know how tough it is to qualify for one in the FA Cup, and of course after the disappointment last Tuesday, it was good to get here to Wembley again and to get into another final because we expected a tough game. It was Crystal Palace. They are a very good side with great confidence. We knew that it was a big day for them, but also for us, and we did it together.
So, Cesar, you've seen Ruben all the years you've been at the club. You know what he's capable of. Do you think he can sort of now go on from this and become a Chelsea regular, fulfil his potential? We've been talking about his potential for years.
I mean, the improvement and what we can see as well is that he has played in different positions and he has always delivered, always been open and always trying his best for the team. So it's very important and it's true that in the last couple of years maybe he lacked this consistency playing. He had a couple of injuries, which maybe when he wasn't at the best moment he had an injury. So I think he has been working a lot on his fitness, on the way he recovers, he prepares the games, and I think we are seeing the result. He's still 26, and I know Ruben since he was 17 here, and I mean, I'm very happy because he's so strong physically. He scored a nice goal today, and I'm very happy because he deserves all the performances that he's doing.
How much do you think you can get the better of Liverpool second time around?
Of course, when we lost the final, we were disappointed in the Carabao Cup. Now we have another opportunity in the FA Cup. We'll do everything. We know that every game is very tough. But I have a lot of confidence in this group, and we'll try our best to get it.
You could stop them winning the quadruple, of course. So is it kind of?
We focus in our chances for our trophy. Whatever is not our job. Of course, we want to win the most as we can to avoid others to win. So in our hands is to get a very strong finish of the Premier League, and we are in the final of the FA Cup.
Two goals from two academy players, Ruben and Mason. How important, you guys have been handling the ownership stuff really well. How important is it that the academy stays the same and carries on giving you all these great players?
Where do you get this question from?
Well, you're the Mr. Chelsea man.
I mean, the only thing I can say is that the last couple of years, the academy has been a huge. It has had a huge impact into the first team. It's true that maybe the first years when I arrived, there were not so many players coming through, but they won a lot of trophies. And recently, we have seen more opportunities for the youngsters. And of course, I think the structure has been magnificent. And I hope that we keep being the successful team that we are, and that's the only thing I can say. I don't know the plans from the new owner, so maybe you know more than me.
I'll try and tell you something.
Obviously, you haven't lost to Liverpool this season. In the match, it was just the penalty shootout. And if you could beat them in the final, would even a little bit of that be for Kepa? Because obviously, a goalkeeper having to take a penalty in a shootout is the last thing anyone expects, and nothing that happened there can be on him, can it? And he's been so good for you. So could a little bit of that, if you could beat them, would a little bit of it be for him?
Well, it was what it was. It's true that it doesn't happen so often. It happened to us. We were in the wrong side, but of course we are a team and we have to appreciate as well the team effort from everybody since the first round. Everybody has had a big impact. We played games like Luton after 3 days of the Carabao Cup final, extra time. We had nearly the whole team change. The lads put an amazing effort. So in this kind of situations today, of course, it's nice. Everybody wants to play in Wembley, but we know also how tough it is to get into this situation in a final. So for me, it's a massive credit for everybody in the team. We deserve to be here, and who knows? At the end of the day, who can make the difference? We don't know in 1 month time, and hopefully we can be on the winning side.
Those games against Liverpool so far this season, they've been so close. Does that tell you how close you are to them? Obviously, not challenging for the title like they are with Manchester City. Does that tell you how close Chelsea are to that level?
Well, it's true that the reality from the last season, we closed the gap from them in the Premier League, but not enough to be challenging for the trophy right now in the Premier League. We arrived in the Carabao Cup final. We lost some penalties in the 2 games in the Premier League. We drew both. in a final is different in one game, but we have to show the consistency also in the Premier League to be able to compete against Man City and Liverpool, because they have shown a great consistency, winning back-to-back games and keeping a great level of consistency, and that's what we are looking for every time, closing the gap, improve our team, because we have a great group, everybody's pushing hard, great competition, and we have dealt with injuries, COVID situations. We never had a game postponed. We are the team with most games in Europe, so everything is also a consequence of our success. We have been in the Carabao Cup final, in the FA Cup final, quarter final of the Champions League, the Carabao Cup, the Super Cup. So that's part of the consequences from ourselves, that we always push for everything. We never choose any competition. We go for everything until the end, and we will keep doing the same.
Thank you, Cesar.